Welcome to Florianopolis, this magical island. Last April, when we planned this Stargate gathering, we knew it was going to be extraordinary. But the revelations coming in now that we have arrived are beyond mind-blowing. The day we arrived, a crop circle appeared in Brazil near Florianopolis with tremendous light-coded impact for this retreat, bringing together the Andromedans and the 12th Bridge designs from the North Carolina workshop. The crop circle brought in an Andromedan craft that is now over the islands of Florianopolis. We now realize that all who will be part of this retreat will become light activators for ancient civilizations and the galactics, enfolding their energies into a union that has never before been here on Earth. This Andromedan craft holds representatives from every star family that has been involved in the seeding of humanity. There is also a perfect synchronization with the appearance of 3I Atlas, the comet that is currently moving through our solar system. Zazar has informed us that this is actually a cosmic craft that is in direct communication with our Sun in order to download the light codes it is carrying, both from the Earth's ancient ones and the galactics who have been here on Earth. These light codes will be delivered to the human heart grid on Earth, eventually creating the divine feminine Sophia grid around the entire planet. We already visited the on-site transmission hub on the island of Campeche and were opening to the power of these ancient symbols. Know that this great planetary transformation is happening now, and we are the ones to co-create this new reality, the 12th bridge on Earth.
So hello and welcome to everyone around the world. Everyone here in the room, there's a camera right over there. Say hi.
You waved over there. Yeah. Hey. And we just invite everyone at home just to really bring your awareness here. Visualize yourself being here in this room, because when you bring your energy here, you'll be feeling these transmissions exactly as everyone else in the room.
So this is the very first session of the Global Stargate Gathering in Florianopolis. And this is a magical island. It is full of layers of history. There are megalithic structures that our friend Mr. Adnir studies, and we've been to a few of them, and they point to power centers, sacred sites all over the world.
And they align to different galactic centers as well.
They align to the stars, and they tell the story of the prophecy of the precession of the equinoxes. So here, the knowledge of humanity's journey into unconsciousness and the reawakening of human consciousness back into the oneness is literally set in stone. So we are here in a place that has powerful ley lines, and very advanced knowledge has been planted here thousands of years ago. These rock carvings on the stones are dated to 5,000 to 8,000 years ago, just after the last ice age, just after the flood, the fall of our advanced civilizations. And so advanced wisdom was reseeded here. And our mission these days is to connect not only with this ancient wisdom, but also with the galactics, because Brazil is a really well-known place where a lot of spaceships are seen, right? Okay, so we're here. We're here with the Stargate. And for anyone who doesn't know, this sacred geometrical structure creates an energy field. And that energy can be felt all over the world. So even if you're tuning in from your home, the Stargate makes it possible to actually bring in transmissions of energy from higher dimensional beings, from the guides, and from this land directly to you. And we're also here with some very powerful co-creators. We have Marilyn, who is a brilliant channel for a far out cosmic being known as Zazar. And Zazar is going to be bringing some incredible guidance and information. And we're also here with our dear friend, Eugenia from Portugal, who is a representative of so many beautiful spiritual lineages and a very, very strong connection to the Essenes and the divine feminine.
And there's so much more that we're going to be sharing with you. We're going to have experiences from the Galactic Command where they're going to bring energies down to us. We're going to have an experience of jumping into other universes, which many of you have experienced over the last few weeks. This is something very new that's just been coming through. And the energetic of those experiences is quite mind-blowing. There's so much that we want to share with you over these 5 days. And so let's connect first with Eugenia, because Eugenia was also on these trips to these amazing rock formations. You want to share your experience?
So hello, everyone. Oi. Oh, such a blessing to be here. So we had an amazing experience. We were visiting a very sacred place called Prayer Dolmen.
Dolmen of Prayer.
Dolmen da Oração with Mr. Adnir. And I had this privilege and this blessing to have an amazing experience while he was explaining the alignments of the sun with the sacred stones there. And I was invited to lay down on the ground and to receive a light beam directly from the sound that was passing through these megaliths. My body was fully activated. The first feeling was I was returning home. That energy was so familiar to me. And I connected with the Pleiades. I had a deep, deep emotion while my body was completely vibrating and I was receiving so much activations. And I felt it was very physical. I felt like serpents were moving around my arms while I was shaking. At some point, I was like scared. Maybe some snake was close to me. And then I had a very brief but a beautiful picture or image of a tree of life. That was completely new to me. Then my body started to like absorb these codes, like integrating really deeply. And at some point I felt this wind And I started to release what I was receiving to everyone around me. We were a small group. It was like spreading out. And I had this feeling of being completely rooted down into the earth, like the roots of the tree and the branches. I was like really opening up to receive these codes from the sky, from the cosmos. And it was quite an experience.
Yeah, it really was. And we're going to be bringing those energies into the meditations here over these days. And there's dozens and dozens of these amazing, huge stones which are aligned with different power spots around the world. The pyramids, Stonehenge, Newgrange. We're smiling because Newgrange is the next place that we're going to be going together to connect to the energies there. We've just come from Turkey, and the energies in Turkey were very amazing and connected also to the ancient ones, the Essenes, who went there and prepared a space for Mother Mary. And we went to the home that Mother Mary was living in for the last 11 years of her life. And the energy there was so, so touching and so deep. We were really blessed by that experience. Before that, we were in France, the Cathars, a beautiful spiritual group. Many of the Essenes came to France and settled there, creating community. So we were feeling their presence there. By going to these different places, we're reconnecting and reactivating these energetics.
And earlier this year, we were in the Azores. And it was actually the Azorians who came to Florianopolis and settled this part of Brazil. We didn't even know that when we chose Florianopolis as this location. So this is the way that the guides work. And it feels like we've been guided to connect in with these spiritual lineages that are all bringing in their energy and information into the here and now, and the galactics bringing their energy here and now. And we're going to be supercharged these days. So we have the Knights Templars, the Cathars, the Essenes. We have whoever it was who made the megaliths here. And we don't even know that much about them. But we know that they had this incredibly advanced knowledge.
Mm.
So
we're going to invite Marilyn to share some of the galactic wisdom that's been coming through. Welcome, Marilyn.
Obrigada. So all of you, this is Zazar. Welcome. I say to you, you all came on the ticket of love. And you flew in your vehicles to get here, some of you on the slipstream of love. As you drove in the cars, you came on the roads of love. And you came here to be in love. Yes? Yes? Okay. Now, you South Americans, those that come from Brazil, Argentina, beautiful countries, I said to Marilyn, you wait, their hearts are like wide open. You're going to love them. And so far, so good. So you are here to have a unity community experience of love, and that is the greatest thing you can do anywhere you go. You are here to know and be part of the footprint of the 12th bridge. And those 11 civilizations that everyone is talking about, some of those 11 civilizations are releasing their light codes in order to build the 12th bridge, which is the bridge that goes into the new civilization of the humans on Earth. The civilization that will never die, that will never dissolve, will be the new dawn, the new ascension times that you hear about. You are a part of that. Moving into this room, you used your feet and you made footprints in the bridge. Yes, going too fast. Oh, yes. So sorry. Get excited. The new bridge. You make the footprints as you walk into the room. Now, these 11 civilizations plus 3, which are the ones that never dissolved, Shangri-La, Talos, and the beautiful Dreamtime Aboriginals in Uluru. So there are 14. And they are scattered about the world, and their light codes are turning on. Light codes they left eons ago to come alive now. When they went to visit these sites here, they turned them on. Mr. Anir makes a red line grid on the earth that is turned on. This here is major transmission station to transmit throughout the world the pings, the signals to awaken the light codes all over the world in these 11, 14 civilizations. Your being here is the major activator of such. And so you are activating right now this grid of human heart consciousness that is spreading around the globe. This is big. And there are so many synchronicities going on right now. Nothing's what it seems, but everything is a clue. And so you have the light codes coming alive from your ancient civilizations. And then you have what you call 3-eye Atlas comet. There's much around the world about what this is, but to make it quick, it is a light code craft and it carries other things. But every galactic civilization that has worked with Earth, especially in these megalithic sites and ancient civilizations, every galactic being has a code. And this craft is bringing in the light codes from these galactic ones. Communing with your sun, producing sunspots, what you call the sunspots, producing the beautiful colors that appeared last night quite around the globe. And they were having conversations with your sun to align the light codes for delivery to you. So the light codes from the galactics and the light codes from the ancient ones are beginning to form a merging fabric. And you're sitting right in the middle of it. Oh, what we are going to do with this. Now, there was crop circle in Brazil the day all of these wonderful beings landed. in this isle, on this island. The crop circle appeared in Brazil, and it has 14 points on the outer wheel. 14, made by what? Heptagram overlapping heptagram. In North Carolina, it was utilized, a heptagram with a diamond with a triangle, to form a timeline jump into the light codes. Now you see a crop circle with the heptagram overlapping each other, making 14 points to spin of the 14 civilizations. In the middle, a round circle representing the divine feminine, everlasting Sophia energies. Look at this one. Oh my gosh, she is overflowing. You can feel the energy all the way over everywhere. Now, in the middle is the sun, producing a new energy for your earth and the ascension. And all this is coming in from this crop circle. But when there is a crop circle made, in this case, by the Andromedans, they made an implant in your physical world, in the crop, in order for an etheric ship to rise up, spinning. There is this same looking design. If you were to see the ship, you would see the design of the crop circle, but the outside would be spinning. And since you have gathered in this room, the outside is spinning rather quickly now. You might want to open to the energies from the Andromedans, because the crop circle is a divine time wheel. I believe wonderful Julianne said something about the third eye vision. This wheel is giving you extra powers for cosmic vision. And so is it a cosmic vision that is also coming into you? And it is a cosmic time divine wheel. We will see what we'll do with that in a little bit. And so you have these synchronicities. You see, what do you think of this? You have the crop circle form when you arrived. What? Humans are so interesting. They have evidence right in front. Big megaliths. Don't they know that the ancient ones had help from the galactics to learn how to sound the stones, to levitate, and all kinds of things? And so you have evidence of these beautiful designs. And this beautiful man, Mr. Mir, who knows intuitively exactly what this is, and is trying to tell the world there's a new grid at hand. It is a pinging transmission grid. I don't know if he knows all of that, but I am telling you. It is transmitting the light codes all around the globe, activating other transmission stations for who? For you. For you to begin to develop the wings of receptor sights, to download the ancient ones' advanced wisdom, the galactic ones. So as this comes together, this is the building of the 12th bridge. It is your love that is the elixir. So make sure your heart speaks love for the next 5 days. Because what you can create as a unity community will be bigger than anything yet to be created in the world. Humans are funny. They say to me sometimes, how can that be bigger than anything? And I say to you, it can only be if you know the truth of such an event. And so the ship is here, the crop circle, the Atlas comet is coming closer to Earth, sending the light codes from the cosmic wands to bring the divine feminine alchemy finally to its place on Earth. And it is the divine feminine that will fuel and save humanity. Lots of things happening. And there is something else happening right now in this room. A new signature of humans beginning to merge with the ascension energies of the light codes above and below. It's beginning right now. See if you can feel it. And as you feel it, send it to all those who are in their living rooms so they may join this incredible event. So be it, so it is. And this is just the beginning.
And so, beloved ones, we are with you. What you are hearing and what you will continue to hear these days together is the unraveling or the revealing of information that might be too much for your old mind, the old conditioning. There is a craft above us right now from the Andromedans. And the mind says, well, how is that possible? It is time now to understand that the different star families from around our galaxy and beyond, who have actually been here for a very long time around our Earth in their craft, are now wanting humanity to open up their senses and to start to feel their presence. For at some point in the future, when we can open our hearts, when we can have this beautiful balance, as the divine feminine comes in, and humanity becomes a beautiful, absolutely perfect balance of male and female energies, honoring each other, then they will come and walk amongst us. Can you feel that potential? Yes. And we are talking about all these ancient stones, megaliths, aligned so precisely to power spots around your world. So precisely. And they have been virtually dormant. And yet now they are being reactivated. The energy that was there originally is returning. Just a few meters from here, there is one of these beautiful energetic spots, so ancient. So as we create these energy fields here, it is resonating with those beautiful, vast rocks. And those rocks are vibrating with the dozens and dozens of them all aligned on this beautiful island of Florianopolis and beyond. And as you have heard from Zazar, they are what they are calling pinging, but sending messages, sending these energies out around the world to these ancient places, these places of old civilizations, these ancient standing stones in Stonehenge, in Mexico, the pyramids, so many places. And this energy is encouraging the reactivation of all these sites. So much can happen in these 5 days. We are inviting you to bring your energy fully here to participate. Why? What will it be for you? There will, of course, be the understanding that is shared. But far beyond that, the energy behind the words will touch you, will start to open within you a reminder of who you truly are. For you are so much more than you have believed about yourself. You see yourself as this individual human. You have thoughts about your limitations. But we say to you, beloved ones, you are vast, and you are in the process of gently opening to the vast consciousness that you are. You have lived for so many lives, believing that you are just this body with hopes of connecting. And you have had some lifetimes where you have felt a deeper connection. But now is the time. This is the lifetime that you can open fully to your vast consciousness. But understand, it is an individual choice. Yes, I am ready to remember. Yes, I invite the remembrance. It is for each one of us to ask for that for ourselves and then for humanity. To allow our hearts to open to that which the heart has always known, but has been repressed or forgotten. We have people in this gathering from so many different countries, North America, South America, India, Australia, Europe, all represented here. And hundreds around the world, all connecting in to this moment of now. It does not matter when you are hearing these words, because we are working in the quantum field. And in the quantum field, all is in the moment of now. There is no distance.
There is simply the connection energetically. So wherever you are and whenever you are hearing these words, bring your consciousness here. Bring your intention to be part of these 5 days experiencing. And allow yourself to be touched, reminded, and supported in your own personal evolution.
And so, beloved ones, we wish to open you to the energies of wonder these days. And this one, Juliana, she is sitting and hearing the words and feeling the energies of Zazar and Alcazar. Remembered that as she was drifting into her sleep state last night, in her mind's eye, she saw herself in this room with all of you, but the ceiling turned into a dome of light, and this ceiling became a projection screen where there was the moon and the energy just before the stars come out. And then there was another image and another image and another, all projected. And there was this sense of awe. Wow. And what she was seeing is a glimpse of the higher dimensional energetics that together you are drawing into this space. When this one Cryon began to channel in 1989, his very first message to humanity was that you were not headed for global destruction, that you were headed for an awakening of your entire planetary civilization. Alcazar has been echoing this message, for it is indeed the case. And if you talk with Mr. Adnir, he will tell you that same message is coded in the prophecy of Daniel, which is represented by the alignment of these stones with your galaxy. And so, beloved ones, understand this. These days together represent yet another turning point in the spiral of awakening. Whenever we gather with hundreds in person, in the physical, understand that you create a massive energy potential. And yet, when you gather in a location such as this, with the many connections laid here by the galactics in your times of old, that potential is amplified to a threshold where there can be a planetary shift. And so you are here to be the caretakers of this shift. Human consciousness is gently elevating, and yet it happens in spits and spurts and bursts, and you are about to bring forth one of the biggest bursts of energies of awakening that has ever been here. And yes, that may seem grand, but can you feel it in the field right now? And so we wish for this one, Eugenia, now to bring her words, her energies into this space.
So, beloved ones, just take a moment to feel yourself. And to feel your heart opening gently to the energies that are already here and within. You are the bridge for the ancients. They are here. You will be connecting earth, temple, and stars. Feel the energy inside of you right now. And know that you are dearly loved and supported. So much is happening right now. Honor yourself for being here. For letting your heart speak louder to guide you. Gaia is welcoming you now with her love.
And so now we're going to move into a meditation.
And so allowing these energies, this divine feminine presence that always comes when this one, Eugenia, speaks. Allow it to take you deeper, to nourish you, to wrap the arms of the divine around you. We will have some gentle music.
And so we ask all of you, if you haven't done so already, just close your eyes and allow the body to relax. For you around the world listening to these words, relax, close the eyes, and join us in this meditation. And so we ask each one of you just to ask inside, no need to speak it out loud, but to ask inside for the energy of the earth, the energy of Gaia, to come up into your body, into your energy field.
And so we call for the energy of Gaia. And with
The earth is conscious and can respond to you. Just allowing for the possibility and perhaps feeling a gentle energy coming from the earth below. And now we are going to ask each one of you to ask for an etheric stargate to come to you. For those of you who are unsure of what a stargate looks like, just ask for a pyramid to come to you. Feeling yourself seated or lying down inside the stargate, the consciousness of the stargate. It is important that you each ask for the stargate responds to you individually.
So just asking inside, we are calling for an etheric stargate to form around each and every one of us, visualizing, sensing, feeling as this higher dimensional etheric stargate forms around you. And now asking inside for the activation of your stargate and all the stargates around the world.
We call for the activation of all the stargates, physical and etheric. And as they do so, they start to radiate a very, very soft, gentle energy to you. All the stargates connect as one, creating a grid around your earth, an energetic layer, which is going to be radiating the energies that you create here around your planet for all those who are open to receive them. Very good. And now as you relax in your stargate, we are going to vibrate your etheric stargate for you. And as we vibrate it faster and faster, we will move up through the frequency ranges of the higher dimensions. And we are starting that process right now. And as your stargate is being vibrated for you, you just relax, nothing to do. And we are already moving into the frequency ranges of the fifth dimension and still vibrating faster now, moving through into the vibrations of the sixth dimension, continuing to accelerate and merging now into the frequency ranges of the seventh dimension, where we pause for a few moments at this frequency.
And we ask each one of you here in this seventh dimensional frequency to ask inside for a strong energy field of the seventh dimension.
We call for a strong seventh dimensional energetic in all of the stargates around the world. And it is important for you to ask your stargate response to you. And so just start to feel as a gentle energetic of the seventh dimension is simply radiated to you. And relax into it. Nothing to do. These vibrations actually touch you on a cellular level, even down to the very DNA. And these energies can reawaken that which we call your higher dimensional, non-physical DNA. And as this higher dimensional DNA becomes reactivated, change starts to happen in your life. Skills and abilities from the past start to come back to you. You are all unique. It is different for each one of you. As you relax into these seventh dimensional energies, slowly, slowly, your own energy, your vibration is gently rising and harmonizing with these seventh dimensional energies around you. It happens all by itself, nothing to do. And now we continue to vibrate all the etheric stargates faster, moving up out of the seventh dimension into the frequency ranges of the eighth, accelerating through the ninth dimensional energetics into the 10th, as we still vibrate faster and faster, moving into the 11th dimensional energies right now, and finally coming up and merging into the frequency ranges of the 12th dimension, where again we pause at this level of vibration.
And here in the 12th dimension, we again invite each one of you to ask inside. We are calling for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in this space.
And as you ask, just feel again another gentle energy is coming to you. And just by relaxing in it, slowly, slowly, your vibration will continue to rise until you are vibrating at the frequency ranges of the 12th dimension also. It is that simple, it is that easy, nothing to do. And as many of you know, when you start to vibrate at this level, you become very sensitive to the many guides and benevolent beings who wish to support and connect with us. And as always, we start by inviting the presence of the angelic realm. And so we ask each one of you from your heart to ask inside for the presence of the angels.
We are calling for the presence of the angels.
And as you ask, feel, here they come. Feel as the angels bring their energy into your etheric stargate Invite them closer. Can you feel the energy changing around you as the angels embrace us in their presence? Nothing to do, just the asking, just the receiving. Very good. And beloved ones, we now invite you to call for the presence of whom we call the Blessed Mother, the divine feminine energies in so many different forms. But we call right now for the one who's Mary, the mother of Yeshua.
And so each one of us, asking inside, we call for the presence of the Blessed Mother.
And feel, here she comes. Her energy comes gently, and then it gets stronger. Again, just invite her to come closer. Feel, allow the divine motherly energy, divine feminine energy, caressing you, holding you. Yeah. Relax and receive. Relax and receive. And now divine masculine energy. And so we invite you to ask for the one known as Saint Germain.
And so we are calling for the presence of Saint Germain, each one of us asking inside.
And feel, here he comes, Saint Germain, bringing his presence into this global meditation, joining his energy with the Blessed Mother and the angels, creating a field of oneness around us, and as we relax within us. Very good. Another divine feminine energy who comes to the Stargate meditations very regularly at this time. She is from the country of China. She is Kuan Yin. And so we ask each one of you to call for the presence of Kuan Yin.
We call for the presence of Kuan Yin.
And feel, here she comes. Kuan Yin carries the vibration of compassion. It is so needed here on the earth right now. Compassion, a blend of wisdom and love. Feel her energy. Invite her to share her compassion with you so that we can all live more compassionately. Feel. And the Buddha now, each one of us asking for his energy to come into this global meditation.
And so we call for the presence of the Buddha.
And feel, Lord Buddha, here he comes. Yes, bringing his energy into this space. And there are many ascended masters who have walked the earth over the centuries, holding the vibration of enlightenment. We would suggest that each one of you in a prior life, sometime, somewhere, have been with the Master, You may not remember it, but the master always remembers the disciple. When a master takes a disciple, it is not just for that lifetime. It is until the disciple reaches enlightenment. And so, allowing for the possibility that you have been with the master, we invite you now to call forth your master or masters from the past to bring their presence into this global meditation.
And so, asking with feeling, we are calling for the presence of the enlightened ones who we have been with in the past.
And feel as many masters now bring their presence, bring their vibration of enlightenment into this global meditation.
And as you vibrate with the energies of enlightenment, we wish to connect you a little more deeply with that Andromedan light craft that is above you. And so we are going to invite each and every one of you to call for the presence of the Andromedans and all those star families represented on the craft.
And so, beloved ones, just asking inside for the love and presence of those on the craft to come down now into this room. And as that energy comes, it is shared with all those around the world. Feeling the energy gently shifting around you. And now we ask them to come a little closer to bring a little more of the energy, coming gently so we can receive them with our open hearts, feeling their presence and their support as their energy joins the masters and the angel. So we are all held by the star families, by the masters, and the connection that we have all together in this field of oneness.
And many of you who are drawn here to be here in the physical have a connection, a higher dimensional aspect of your higher self that exists on one of these craft. For many of you who are drawn to the Stargate work, you are a part of the galactic command. As you know, this one, Pragit, has an aspect of his higher self who channels through him the commander. And so we are going to invite you now to ask inside for the presence of the galactic command.
And so as you ask, feel, calling for the presence of the galactic command, the many, many craft around our world, here to support, here to observe, and here to respond to our asking. It is important to understand that the changes that are needed here on the earth have to be done by humanity. We are on a planet of free will choice. And so in order for our many star families and friends to assist us, we need to ask for their assistance. They are drawn here by our asking. They are supporting us energetically because we are asking. In your meditations, always ask and be open to receive, not necessarily in the way that you would expect or imagine. Yeah. Very good.
And beloved ones, the power and potential of this gathering is known in the higher realms. The galactics and the ancient ones, as you have heard, are bringing a focus to these moments outside of time. These moments anchored here in space and in time represent a kind of cosmic melting pot. So many higher dimensional beings, so many spiritual lineages are pouring their energy here, now. And so the galactics and the Andromedans together are inviting each one of you just to ask inside right now for the power and the potential that is held in the land here. The megaliths and the rock carvings, the connections with the stars, the global grid connections with the other ancient civilizations, Egypt, Angkor Wat, the temples in Cambodia, the temples in Vietnam, the temples all around your world, Newgrange in your island, Egypt, all these places, places in your Africa, places in your Australia, your New Zealand, all over the world, interconnected in an ancient living light grid around your earth. So each one of you just asking inside now for the power and the potential of the land of Florianopolis and the megaliths here.
And so each one of us asking inside for the support to reactivate all these ancient structures, to bring forth the power and energetic that they held to start this process of bringing them all online, so to speak, activating so that their vibrations from the past can remind us of our past lives, our past experiences, not just here in human form, but the past lives that we led out there in the stars before we became human, so many, many lifetimes ago. Very good. Very good. Beloved ones, this is just a beginning. This is just a preparation for that which is about to reveal itself, to evolve over these 5 days together. And so we invite you to really allow yourselves to take in these gentle, loving energies that are surrounding you wherever you are and whenever you are meditating to these voices and feeling these energies. And so right now we invite you just to tune in and feel your own vibration. Just notice your own energy. Can you feel a subtle energy vibrating inside? A fine vibration. You have already been touched by this field of oneness. And now we invite you just to bring your awareness to your physical body, feeling yourself in the body. This wondrous body of yours. Can you take a moment and appreciate and be grateful for this body of yours that so often we criticize or complain about? Can you truly love this body of yours? Yeah. And then very slowly and gently, without rushing, allowing your eyes to come open again and come fully back into the body. Welcome back.
Liftoff initiated.
And so for all of you watching around the world, if you'd like to join us for these 5 days online, your presence and your energy is not only welcomed, but can assist in this whole process that we're developing here over these days.
I feel like some of us just got light code tattoos etherically. And it feels so beautiful to be here in Brazil. For me, it's my first time. And it's this energy. For me, I feel it like a warm, tropical magic. So a special thank you to everyone who brought yourselves here. I know it's a huge journey. And for those of you who are online, bring your energy, be with us, because we're going to be live streaming this entire 5-day experience. And so you can be with us as we're going to be going through some very big energy activations these days. So we're going to be glowing and glowing, and it's time to glow up.
And also, if because you're working or you're sleeping when we're doing these presentations, the energy is just as strong on the recordings because it's happening in the quantum field. So we send you our love. Thank you all for being here. We're going to be taking a break here for about 45 minutes, and then we'll be back joining you online once more.